Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm रिएक्ट करने वाले हैं Why Lisa's solo career isn't working, ये चैनल कुकी लिट से। लीजा का जो नया गाना आया है वुमेन वाला, वो सुना था। वो मेरे को मिड सा लगा, सच में बताऊं तो मैं पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ, बिकॉज हमने जो लीजा के इतने तगड़े तगड़े गाने सुने हुए हैं, ठीक है, अगर कंपेयर करें एंड सॉरी मैं ये काइंड ऑफ फ्रेंड ही होने वाला है। हमने यार इतने सिक गाने सुने हैं, ठीक है, ललीजा, मनी एंड उसके जो पहले लाइक ब्लैक पिंक के साथ जो सारे मतलब उसमें जो लीजा का पार्ट होता था, मैं तो हमेशा हाइप होता था भी हाँ लीजा आ गई। बट रिसेंटली जो मतलब जैसे कि टाइटल कह रहा है इजंट वर्किंग, वो नई फैंस को पसंद आ रहा है बिकॉज वो ज़्यादा वेस्टर्नाइज हो गया, ठीक है। तो ना वो प्रॉपर वेस्ट है ना वो प्रॉपर कोरिया, वो आधे विचाले से है, ठीक है। मतलब वो समझ नहीं आती है ना, मतलब वो दिख रहा है वो ट्रांजिशन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, बट मतलब है ना, बट जिसके लिए वो फेमस हुए लाइक ब्लैक पिंक सारा बेसिकली लीजा एंड सारे के पॉप, मेरे हिसाब से हमें इनका के पॉप ज़्यादा पसंद था। मेरा पर्सनली इंग्लिश भी सही है एंड मतलब इंग्लिश गाने एंड जो वेस्टर्न टाइप म्यूजिक, बट मतलब के पॉप वो इनकी जड़ है, ठीक है। वो पता कितने से मतलब इतना मैं पसंद था पुराने एंड अभी तो लाइक पता ही नहीं लग रहा अभी हो क्या रहा है, ठीक है। सही बताऊं, मैंने सभी के जो लेटेस्ट सोलो सॉन्ग सुने हैं ब्लैक पिंक के, एंड इसीलिए मैंने पुरानी वीडियो में भी बोला था भी आई मिस ब्लैक। मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा सिर्फ रोजे का पसंद आया, वो आप उसका मतलब अपार्टमेंट होता है वो बता देते उन्होंने, उधर आ जाओ, वो सस सॉन्ग था वैसे, बट वो सही वाइब कर रहा था, वो प्रॉपर लग रहा था भी हाँ यही वेस्टर्न है। बट ये आई थिंक भी मेरे को लगता है भी उनको हाँ जो पुराना जैसे ब्लैकपिंक था, आई लाइक दैट। इवन इनफैक्ट इन्होंने जब आइसक्रीम भी निकाला था वो भी बड़ा सिक था, इवन तो वो मतलब वेस्टर्न टाइप म्यूजिक था, मेरे को तो वो भी बड़ा सिक लगा था। बट अभी वाले सही बताऊँ तो मतलब वो मिड से लग रहे हैं।
Lisa's solo career outside YG Entertainment has been controversial, especially after her disappointing performance at the 2024
एंड इससे याद आया मेरे को जीनियस में, वहां पे वो था अपने जो लीजा ने वो मतलब जीनियस में ही होता है यार, रैप करके सारा ये गाने गा के सुनाते हैं, एंड मेरे को इतना वो लगा ना बुरा, लाइक लोग मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं ना भी लीजा भी नो ऑटो ट्यून वाला देखा होगा कहीं ना कहीं भी, मतलब ऊपर लगा देते हैं भी ऑटो ट्यून वाले बेली, एंड जब बिना ऑटो ट्यून से वो बेसुरे से लगते हैं, एंड नीचे वाले प्रॉपर वैसे होते हैं, ठीक है। बट लीजा ने मेरे को पता मतलब वो न सिंग किया ना रैप किया, पता नहीं क्या कर दिया, ठीक है, पता नहीं नर्वस होंगी ये क्या, ये तो रैप मतलब बोल ही देते या प्रॉपर सिंग करते, वो आगे चला सा रह गया, ठीक है। तो वो बुरा सा लगा, मेरे को पता भी बाकी ज़्यादा तेरे ब्लिंक्स को भी लगा, वो भी एक ही हो गया है ना। पहली बात तो जीनियस पे जाना नहीं चाहिए था, वो बंदी हो जाए हैं। चलो
TV VMAs.
वो तो बैकपैक किड को बुला लेते हैं फ्लॉसिन अभी फ्लॉसिन अभी।
Also had people wondering, is she fit for the international music scene, or is she going to be always overshadowed by her K-pop background? Although sticking with YG Entertainment would have been the safest choice, Lisa chose to go solo in November 2023. After starting her solo career, she founded her label Loud and is set to make an appearance on HBO's The White Lotus. She also signed with RCA Records and released her first song under her new label Rockstar, which sparked significant backlash. So far, people have accused her of blackfishing, paying Thai shop owners a small amount to close early so she could shoot her music video, and engaging in unfair practices like payola. She was also accused of plagiarism by Gabriel Moses, the director of Travis Scott's Fine, who claimed that her team copied one of the scenes he had worked on. The first post was made on July 4th when Moses pointed out the similarities he saw between the Fiend and Rockstar music videos. In particular, he highlighted a scene from Rockstar that showed Lisa and her dancers dressed in all white, which resembled a similar scene in Fine. The situation escalated when Moses revealed that Lisa's team had actually reached out to his editor first, who refused to assist, but the scene in question was still used. He gave Lisa and her team until the end of July to respond to his complaints before he took any action. However, by mid-August, there were no further updates from either side, suggesting the issue might have been settled privately. Moses has resumed normal posting, and Lisa's career seems to be back on track. Whether the whole thing was resolved or not, it put a dark stain on Lisa's career, one that still gets gets pointed out 2 months after the issue was first brought up. She gained some positive
ये
attention
वैसे
with
सारी ये तो टीम की गलती है, ठीक है। लीजा मतलब नाम में लीजा के चल रहा है यहाँ पे, बट ये सारा तो म्यूजिक वीडियो लीजा का ऊपर इतना नहीं होता, अभी ऐसी शूट होनी चाहिए, वो तो टीम की
release
होती
of
है
New
वैसे।
Woman featuring Rosalia, but things took a downturn again after her performance at the VMAs. Lisa's VMA appearance was more controversial than one would have thought, and it all started from the moment she was nominated. Lisa received 4 nominations at the award show: Best K-pop, Best Choreography, Best Editing, and Best Art Direction. While her solo career had been successful up to that point,
यहाँ पे चलो वो चीज होगी भी, अगर जीत रहे तो लीजा का नाम लग रहा है तो मतलब आर्ट डायरेक्शन वो तो वैसे कंपनी का होता है। चलो
caused a
moving
bit of a
on.
commotion. One of the issues was the timing. Rockstar came out on June 28th, but the VMA eligibility window closed on June 20th, leaving many confused as to how the song even qualified. However, the biggest problem was that the entire song was in English, yet it was nominated for Best K-pop. People were quick to point out that Lisa
ये तो फिर और ज्यादा
wasn't Korean and that the song didn't even fit the typical K-pop mold, so why was Rockstar even being considered for the award? The commotion only grew when Lisa actually ended up winning the award over songs like BTS Jungkook's 7, NCT Dream's Smoothie, Stray Kids La 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 La, New Jeans Super Shy, and TXT's Deja Vu. With this win, she also became the first soloist in VMA's history to win the Best K-pop award twice. Lisa
देखो मतलब जितना बड़ा मैं भी लीजा का फैन ते भी ये विन वो बाकी सॉन्ग वो के पॉप है, ठीक है। मतलब जिसको नहीं लगता, मैं मतलब अभी आया हूँ, ठीक है। फर्स्ट मेरे को जो के पॉप मैं सुनना स्टार्ट किया था मोस्टली वो इनकी वजह से किया था, मेजरली लीजा का रैप था उसमें, हाउ यू लाइक दैट में, ठीक है। And
Lisa expressed her heartfelt appreciation in her acceptance speech, acknowledging the significance of Rockstar as a special project following Lalisa. She thanked her labels and her fans for their continuous support, emphasizing how much the award meant to her. This win, as historic as it was for Lisa, started a lot of debates over how someone could win a K-pop award with a song that isn't even K-pop. A Twitter user said, "No hate to Lisa, but she made her official
वो ना मतलब K-pop साउंड कर रहा है एंड ना लिरिक्स हैं, तो
solo debut under her own label." She
बेसिकली मतलब अगर कोई इसको काइंड ऑफ मतलब ओवर एग्जैजरेटेड फॉर्म में बताऊं तो जस्टिन बीबर इंग्लिश में गाना निकाले एंड पंजाबी में आके विन कर दे, ठीक है, तो वो वैसा चीज
her label to be global. She's not even making K-pop music anymore. How did she win? Well, that's the fault of the award shows rather than Lisa. Normally the song would be best pop, but considering that Western award shows have a tendency to shove Asian artists into the K-pop box even when their music doesn't fit, it's not surprising that both Rockstar and Jungkook's 7 were included. Instead of truly recognizing these artists' impact on the music world, putting 7 and Rockstar in the best K-pop category seems like a way to sidestep giving them proper acknowledgement in more mainstream categories. The most plausible explanation
वो इसलिए है क्योंकि देखो MTV वाले उनको तो ये है ना भी, हाँ ऑडियंस किधर से आ रही, जावा इधर जिता दो, है ना। मेरे को तो यही लग रहा है अभी।
Realize K-pop's huge appeal, so they know that nominating K-pop artists will draw in viewers, as fans are likely to tune in just as soon as their favorite artist's name is involved. However, keeping K-pop separate from mainstream categories limits these artists' chances to compete with other big names in the industry, even if they deserve it. The real controversy around Lisa's VMA appearance wasn't just the nomination or the win, it was her performance, which some people felt fell short of expectations. At the event, Lisa took the stage for a solo performance, delivering a mix of New Woman and Rockstar alongside a group of dancers. Lisa, often praised as one of Blackpink's standout performers, had high expectations surrounding her performance. However, based on the reactions, it seems many were left disappointed. First, there was a lot of criticism over Lisa allegedly lip-syncing at the performance. The backlash didn't even come from K-pop stans, but from international viewers, who were confused as to why Lisa couldn't sing live, especially when the song wasn't challenging to perform. Some netizens went as far as saying Lisa
लेबल जब ब्लैक पिंक वो तब तो सारा कुछ वो
didn't even try to lip sync properly, barely moving her lips to the song. One commenter expressed disappointment, noting they didn't expect her to sing live, but had hoped for a strong stage presence and captivating choreography. Instead, they found the performance lacking in both areas, suggesting she struggled to bring the same energy without the other members. Another user mentioned that Lisa was pretty bad, to be honest. If you're going to lip sync, do it with energy and dynamism, which was missing. She was sluggish the whole performance. The feedback from online users paled in comparison to the harsher criticism she received from media outlets. For example, Billboard ranked all the performances of the night, and in her opinion, Lisa's was the worst. Their review pointed out that her solo performance didn't quite hit the mark this time, despite Lisa's past success with choreography and visuals. They mentioned that New Woman felt lacking in energy, and while Rockstar had solid choreography, it didn't leave much of an impact. The New York Post went even further, naming her performance the worst of the night and delivering even more scathing criticism than Billboard. They commented that after Paris Hilton introduced Lisa with her signature line, "That's hot," Lisa's performance was anything but impressive. They went on to say, "This K-pop singer was more of a K-flop when she performed with an army of dancers who couldn't save her from the pure cheesiness that left us all wondering how she even got the reviews." Many argued that the performance was disappointing. They stated that Lisa should have treated it as an international stage rather than just acting like she was performing on a music show, and should not have relied entirely on lip syncing. Critics also mentioned her stage presence and energy were lacking, suggesting she might have counted on the dancers to carry the performance instead of bringing more effort herself. It seems like people have generally agreed that the reason why Lisa is failing to break in the West, despite the fact that she's considered a strong performer in Korea, is because the standards are very different in the two industries. In Korea, excelling as a performer and being decent in other areas is often enough for idols to succeed. But internationally, just having a good stage presence isn't enough to stand out or capture the attention of a broader audience beyond the K-pop community. Some also argued that Lisa had dumbed down the choreography to make it more TikTok friendly, and that she seemed uncomfortable on stage. They suggested that she struggled with performing solo after being used to sharing the spotlight with 3 other people, especially during stage transitions. Someone compared Lisa to performers like Britney Spears, noting that when Britney lip-synced in the past, she at least managed to give an energetic and emotional performance. They suggested Lisa might need more training and practice before performing live again, which isn't something she would hear if she was still active as an idol or as a member of Blackpink. Western artists often lip-sync too, but commenters argue they do it more subtly and know when to sing live versus when to lip-sync. Lisa's fans, however, feel that both critics and the public are being overly tough on her. Attendees at the event shared videos of the performance, with fans insisting that Lisa's vocals were heard clearly. Sure, the backtrack was a bit loud, but you could still hear Lisa singing. A fan even wrote crazy how she sounds exactly the same as the track, like I wouldn't blame them if they thought she was lip-syncing. Many of her fans pointed fingers at the VMAs for how the performance turned out. They said the backing track was too loud, drowning her actual voice, and criticized the camera work for missing key moments of the choreography, making her stage presence appear weaker. A Twitter user noted that the camera often zoomed out, focusing more on Lisa walking around rather than the details of her performance. In these conditions, it's no wonder that her performance looks so not Lisa. We're used to seeing her command the stage, whether she was alone or surrounded by dancers, so watching the VMA performance was as if we were watching someone completely new. Lisa and her team haven't commented on the criticism, but it seems she was too busy enjoying the night to worry about it. She dazzled in various gorgeous and expensive outfits, took the stage at an award show as a non-YG artist for the first time, and even spent time with pop icon Tyla. She's clearly focused on having fun and expanding her music career with new songs and collaborations, so the reactions to her performance were probably the last thing on her mind.
Basically to sum it all up, Blackpink, ठीक है, मैं जब इकट्ठे हैं मेरे को वैसे ही लगता है, ठीक, सोलो मेरे को नहीं जम, ये तो वैसे पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, बट ये भी मेजॉरिटी ऑफ फैंस भी यही होते हैं, ठीक है। सोलो एक आधा ठीक है कभी कभार, बट अगर हम कहें भी मतलब प्रॉपरली अपना करियर ही सोलो, वो बनता ही नहीं, क्योंकि हम पहले से आदत है ना हमें उनको इकट्ठे देखने में, हर एक अपनी अपनी वो लाता है खूबियां, एंड यहाँ पे तो वैसे सही है। मैं न्यू वुमन सुना है, ठीक है, मैं रॉकस्टार इतना नहीं सुना, अभी देखा था वैसे थोड़ा सा, बट ठीक है, बट न्यू वुमन तो मेरे को इतना मिड लगता है ना, बेसिकली वेस्टर्न वो मेरे को नहीं जमता, ठीक है। अगर वेस्टर्न नहीं सुनना होता तो मतलब एक का आर्टिस्ट हो ना, उधर तो बहुत पड़े हैं, ठीक है। बट एंड जो पहले ब्लैक पिंक को जो स्टार्टिंग में बूम मिला था अमेरिका वगैरह में, वो इसलिए मिला था बिकॉज वो उनका वो के पॉप भी बड़ा मतलब वैसा है। अब तो सारे उन्होंने ट्रांजिशन कर दिया है, तो वो चलो बट ये वैसे पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, ठीक है सभी का। मेरे को तो मेरे को सोलो मतलब नहीं पसंद आता, मतलब उतना जितना ब्लैक पिंक इन योर एरिया। चलो बाय, सॉरी ये काफ़ी डिसअपॉइंटिंग वीडियो है, काफ़ी माहौल वैसा है। चलो चलते हैं अभी। लेबल भी इवन तो मेरे को पता वो सारा तक कैसे रखते हैं लेबल वाले भी, वो इतने भी सही नहीं होते, बट जो परफॉर्मेंस उनकी जो बेस्ट निकल के आती है वो लेबल के साथ ही आती है, जो ओरिजिनल है। पता नहीं क्यों उनको सारा पता आता है मेरे हिसाब से शायद। चलो बाय।